Welcome back to Bronze League Heroes. This Christmas, I bring you the greatest present of all. Not double, but triple. The heroes here, a 3 versus 3 on Black Site, with so much more opportunity to see what these heroes can come up with. Let me first introduce the captain of the team by virtue of loading in first. It is, in the red, the Terran player, Adams. The Z is capitalized. Very important to remember. Now, going around, legend has it, he dreams someday of reaching gold. If only he could reach out and touch it. It's Midas. Midas Chic. Midas. And join last but not least, the Terran in the blue. Diva's less successful older brother. It is Devan. Looks like he's trying a strategy straight out of 2010 with expanding to one of the 4 gold bases around the center watchtower. We'll keep an eye on that. And also whoever has the watchtower to do so. Now let's introduce in the bottom right, we have team Protoss. 3 Protoss. First, it is in the purple Dusk Bane, joined by Chaos Co in the orange, who seems to be a little less accomplished in his build. A Nexus first, and I think he made the Nexus before any probe, so that is a potentially misguided focus on economy. We'll criticize that more later after introducing Looky DZ. Chrono boost across the board. Now, in the more competitive environment, you're talking Clem, Cyril, Zest, Cure needs to be included. You better include him. Okay, we said we'd bring Cure along. Don't insult him by pretending he's not here. Anyways, Cure. Yeah, 1v1 is where it's at. But I think the more the merrier this holiday season when it comes to Bronze League heroes. So like, subscribe, ring the bell. Leave a comment. How many heroes do you think we can jam into one of these matches? I've yet to see a free-for-all, but maybe we can make it happen. Speaking of making it happen, I'm going to switch. Well, remember, Teal is the only Protoss not on Team Protoss. Is he a turncoat? Or is he an opportunist? Midas will have to decide for himself. Devan, continuing to add on an engineering bay, an important part of a balanced build order. We see here, I have my suspicions, which I think will soon be confirmed, a planetary at the forward gold, and I think it's justified. In fact, he's building already some perimeter defenses. Team Protoss, all they've seen is a not-so-wall. By the way, Adam's wall, more of a metaphor than a literal thing, as that probe made it by. But have not scouted yet. Midas with the classic pylon in their base strat. Unfortunately, the Stalker will be able to take out the pylon with only a little more effort than the probe. We got 1 forge and a Stargate. We got 2 forges to add on to the +1 for Looky DZ, the triple forge opener. A classic. And meanwhile, +1 shields, a cyber core, and a zealot for chaos. Devan, he has the resources for a planetary fortress. He's building a tank and continuing to add to his forward operating base. We'll see if this fob is the key to unlocking victory. A couple turrets already raising the TPM, possibly understanding the affinity for Void Race. That, oh wow, okay, the TPM kicking off nearly 1, and this early having 1 TPM, definitely something not unique, but impressive. Now that's why you got to take the gold base, because the gold base gives you those minerals you need to build up the turret count. Buy a gold base today. Midas over here, seething. Well, why isn't your base gold, Midas? You're not very good at your job, are you? Probes don't actually touch it. They use special beams to gather the minerals, and therefore... Okay, alright, that's enough of your excuses. How are you talking? Oh my, Adam has gotten caught. And in fact, it appears some of his teammates We'll remind him what he was trying to do. A Hellion drop. No reaction from Looky DZ. The probe's on the run now. Does he have much to defend? Where is team? A real question here, but they're lining up. They're heading towards the forward operating base. They're trying to run to the other base. There's a shield battery, but the Hellion's getting some good shots in. Oh my god, they will. Well, actually, yeah, Midas is getting in on the action. The Void Rays may very well find the base, but the Hellions were the bait. And that's not enough. Well, that is not enough. Jimmy, can we... Oh my god. I mean, I want to feel like I'm there, but not that much. Could you turn things down? I'm getting old. The Hellions just kind of come back in. They survive throughout all this. Of course, Midas with the forward cannon rush. Gonna complement Deven's defenses. And in fact, the aggressive defense... There's no such... You know, as the saying goes, the best defense is a good offense. But, to finish the complete thought, the best defense is a good offense, but an even better defense is a defense that is offense. Buy my book. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. As high-sec auto-tracking on the way, the very first upgrade for Deven, looking to carve out a name for himself. Meanwhile, 2 Banshees, a scan. Well, the scan is coming from team... Oh my god, he's got Neosteel armor. Well, Neosteel armor in general, which also gives the bunker size upgrade. And it is about the size. How many Marines you can fit inside you is a very important question that needs to be asked early into any relationship. Observer does manage to take out the Banshees. The probe count right now. 46 probes for Duskbane. Looky DZ still sitting on 32 even after all that damage. Of course, there's a battlecruiser, multiple Void Rays on the way for both teams. The battlecruiser from Adams is the follow-up to the Hellion drop, of course. The cannons being driven back, charged up Void Rays fully prismatically aligned, but the high-sec auto-tracking and armor turrets will drive them back. And Deven will hold the line. Oh my god, the highest TPM at the early... He's going to 2 TPM in the first 10 minutes. This may very well, especially team-wide, though I think that's kind of cheating. The CPM is high. The Stalkers have driven the cannons back, but there are actual air blockers, as Adam demonstrated earlier on this map. We'll have to see if the Void Rays can pierce through the defenses and find an angle where the turrets are not as plentiful. But Deven is doing his best to make sure there is no angle. Midas is throwing in some as well. Yeah, some pings from Team Protoss starting to realize the severity of the situation. That is Looky DZ's observer. The cannons on both sides. The standoff will continue. With 3/4 of the map essentially locked down by Team Adam, they still have only really expanded inside of their bases besides Deven's Gold. But that is the staging area for... Okay, well, this is happening. The missile turret will not run out of missiles before the shield battery runs out of energy, but it takes a bit. That was something I have never quite seen happen, and it was beautiful, and also horrible, all at the same time. Oh, look! Chaos is here. Charge lots. There's not that much anti-ground, but Midas, he does have some Void Rays. That could factor into this fight. The charge lots, obvious... Oh. There goes the War Prism. Void Rays on either side. Team Protoss gonna try to burn through. The combined efforts looking pretty good right now for Team Protoss. The Void Rays for Midas are out of position. Burning through the bunkers. Target firing the tanks means extra fire from the Zealots. Not from the Zealots, from the tanks, rather. And from the turrets. There's a lot of T-related things here. the first attempts at breaking out will leave Team Protoss bloodied. Metaphorically, mostly. I don't think they have blood. I'm not sure. Not really that important here. As the turret count will continue to grow, the defenses will be rebuilt. The Void Rays were not able to pierce through the anti-air defenses, and the Zealots were not able to clear out the ground. And now both Terran players, the stereotypes continue to hold true. Even Chaos has a Void Ray. Meanwhile, Adam pretending like he's going Marines by having... He has 14 Marines, a Reaper, and 4 battlecruisers. Which is, one of these is not like the others. The Void Rays burning at each other. How many of these are shield batteries? All can't... Oh, one shield battery at the back with a lot of work to do. Meanwhile, though, a Warp Prism spotted the battlecruiser. Of course, battlecruiser not particularly great against... Oh no, he's warping in Stalkers! The Yamato! Get out of here! Oh wait! Well, one made it. Maybe, not super happy to, but Adam definitely hit the select all army key and will be dragged back across the map. A Tempest. I hadn't even thought of it. But the Tempest will easily be burned down. Duskbane trying new things. He triggers the prismatic alignment. But there's nothing to burn. What is the unit? Oh my god. Okay, that is quite a structures tab. We got 22 turrets. A solid 2 TPM. And also we have... it's very hard for me to read this. My eyes are glazing over. 12 cannons, 4 shield batteries for Midas. A scattering of them on the other side as well. Team Adam... The army for Team Protoss is not insignificant. They do actually have a solid supply between them. Nearly rivaling that of their opponents. But... this is quite an entrenched... But it doesn't get much more entrenched than this. In fact, he can't build any more turrets. I heard a jump. The battlecruisers will jump in to deal with the DTs. The Warp Prism made it through, but detection is required. Are there orbitals? The orbitals are used. Everyone! Alright, everyone come on home! Oh my god, Dark Templar means that, like, 70 supply of capital ships. Scan... The Vendaya scan! Oh, a beautiful rendition, but... Oh, he sees another one. Both players trying to scan. Enough! More the team effort on the scans is real. They will eventually make it home. That's a lot of starports here for Devon. But, oh my god, Duskbane is really exploring the geometrical possibilities of building cannons. It's beautiful. And terrible. And about what we expected, but a Warp Prism makes it out. Midas trying to take a gold of his own. Both fleets of battlecruisers jumped. I think the worker counts are rather low. There's not that much. 4 carriers. By the way, there are oh, the blink back, not really cutting it. Looky DZ. 3,500 minerals, 2,500 gas, and 6 stalkers blinking around the map. Classic. Blinks to the right. Void Ray's able to track them. Great technology they got in those. The carriers are gonna absolutely melt everything, and the battlecruisers are gonna make their way back across the map to the front. But the Tempests are truly the answer here. The Tempests counter all of the capital ships, and they're not so bad against the static defense. I wonder if he knows about the tectonic destabilizers upgrade, which does extra to buildings. Either way, still outranges it all. Knocking down a Void Ray. The fleets are gathering. Once again, Team Protoss backs off, but the static defense, the shield batteries, nearly like... This is straight out of a custom game, but no! This is the ladder right now. And somebody's gonna climb it, and somebody's gonna get knocked down. It's super unclear which is which. The Void Rays are burning through, but he gets the pylons, just like the tutorial. But how many units were lost? Carriers, stalkers underneath. Team Adam still fighting it out. Still so much going on. Another volley of Yamato cannon. Pylon! I think we can interpret. I'm going to use my translation matrices to say that he definitely wants more pylons here. Oh, another Yamato. What is he even firing at? Oh, that's a very dead zealot. The battle will continue. Team Protoss with a little better coordination, but once again, there's so much to work through. What are the upgrades? Oh, not maxed. I don't think on any side, but more Yamatos. Knocks down the Void Rays of Team Protoss. Just switching to team colors for a moment to get an idea. Well, that's not confusing at all. 4 pylons on the way. Capital ships on either side. The only thing able to circumvent the terrestrial inevitabilities. Adam's not with enough battlecruisers and not enough coherent units. Going to lose a lot of his VCs. He's actually, him and Duskbane losing the majority of resources. Our TPM enthusiast here is the one who's lost the least. He's kept his battlecruisers in reserve. Another set of Yamatos. Oh, but look, he jumps in with the blank stalkers. More battlecruisers gonna go down, but here's Devon, ready to finish the job. The battlecruisers unleash a wave of Yamato cannons. As the cannons on the ground move closer. Is that a Liberator? It was a Liberator. Maybe a misclick. Tectonic destabilizers are on the way for Lucky DZ. The battle continues. Oh, out of nowhere! Chaos! Brings chaos! And more importantly, carriers! There are unupgraded Marines on the ground, making things even... And here comes Lucky! He's got Tempest as well! The madness will continue! Team Protoss is holding their own. They are not giving up the front. They're starting to beat back Team Adam. The battlecruiser count isn't high enough. The carriers and Tempest are grinding through. The Tempest on paper, the counter. Of course, we don't fight on paper. We fight on the black site or wherever this is. Nobody truly knows. The Tempest on... Wow, that's a lot of Tempest now. And the target fire pretty good. Not getting distracted very much by the interceptors. The carriers trying to grind through, but getting distracted by everything on the ground. The battlecruisers with the Yamatos, everybody doing a surprisingly solid amount of micro here. But I think Team Protoss is starting to press this back. Meanwhile, oh my god, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm not exactly sure who's getting the better end of it. I think Team Protoss with their combined armadas. But the battlecruisers are punching through the carriers. The interceptors, by the way, getting ground up by the missile turret. Those carriers are empty. They have to retreat to rebuild their interceptors. There's also a ground army. If there's no backup here, the Zealots. Remember Chaos with his Zealots? He kept them alive. My god. Oh, the Dorito-dusted, tectonic destabilized Tempest here. Gonna add to it. I heard a jump. I'm not entirely sure who jumped. Jimmy, bring us back. Oh, no. Adam jumped to the back line, trying to pull the fleets out of position. He's running out of battlecruisers, so he's trying something a little desperate here. And the probes, the rest of the battlecruisers will just jump across the front into the middle of the base. They have the technology. We'll see if the Team Protoss can recall. They have it as well. One battlecruiser. Oh my god, the armor upgrades are pretty insane. As the interceptors just don't hit that hard. The infrastructure being gutted. But all of the battlecruisers are committed to the main base of Team Protoss. It's something resembling a base trade, but only if you count the front. Do the battlecruisers have Yamato cannon online? The Tempests are coming back and just chunking the cruisers. They're trying to chase it down, but some pretty beautiful stutter step here. The Zealots are also here, mostly for moral support, as they can't jump nearly high enough to damage the battlecruisers, except for that one in Starcraft's Bob. the Zealot. And I choose to believe every Zealot looks up to Bob, if only because he's currently located in a mother's... Oh my god, Chaos has not rebuilt his base and is being revealed. Good thing he has 5,800 minerals. Does he have any pro... Oh no. Oh my god, he has no pro. Oh my god, he can't rebuild! He's not dead, he's not eliminated, but he literally has no probes. And he has no nexus. And just like that, Chaos cannot... Well, I mean, his teammates can send him money, and he can build out of his warp gates. So he's not out of it. And his team has broken out of the contain after 20 minutes of patience. But, wow, what a situation to be in. Chaos could send money to his teammates as well. He has a lot in the bank, but either way, the Tempests are just burning through all the ships thrown at them and easily dealing with the turrets of Demon left over. The TPM no longer that relevant of a stat with this. How many Tempests? There are 35 Tempests on the field. Oh my. Keep pushing. Looky DZ understands the inevitability of, well, what is required, as one of their teammates essentially is on the clock. He cannot rebuild anything more besides units from the production he already has. The Tempest, though, is entirely unupgraded. Wait, no, those Marines have +2, +1. They don't have Stimmer Combat Shield or Medevacs, but they're helping, all right? More pings. Chaos, get with the program. Everyone hates the guy who pings like that, but there is no time for caution. This is it. Team Protoss has broken out. Adam and Devin both holding the center, but the Tempests continue their inexorable march across, floating slowly, menacingly, and dramatically. When like 3/4 of your ship is taken up by the weapon you shoot, everything you do is dramatic. Meanwhile, counter Tempest from Midas. That's not nearly enough. I don't know, do 8 Tempests beat 35 Tempests? Survey says... not exactly. Duskbane is maxed. Midas down to 60 supply. Adam technically has 130, but he's mostly sinking it into Marines. Devin's at 145. It looks like Team Protoss maybe... Oh, wait! The Liberators! The Liberators! Oh my god! The Liberators are actually an anti-air counter. Because the Liberators don't take actual damage from... Like, they don't take extra damage from the Tempest. They might be able to do enough. They're targeting the center mass. There's just not enough of them. Not even remotely close. If he had another dozen more, or maybe if he had a teammate. But no. These battles have been epic. But Team Protoss has bid their time. Is that the bided? Bid their time? They've waited 84, well, like 20 minutes. And it might very well be enough to turn it all around. Even the probes from Midas are coming out as the main bases are mining out. Everyone feeling a little bit like Chaos on the other side. The charge lots finally find a target to stop the Marines from gunning down the Tempest and the combined armadas of the Protoss. What a battle. Honestly, incredibly competent capital ship micro from many of these players. I think they have a lot of experience, even in the Metal Leagues here. Devin trying to, he's building 9 racks on top of all these extra Vikings. But breaking the critical mass. The long-distance mining from Looky DZ. Chaos. He's been working with what he's had since he was being revealed. But is there even remotely enough? The armies are gone. The Marines are not upgraded enough. Ironically, maybe not ironically, but amusingly, if he had enough upgrades and some medevacs, maybe the Marines would actually be enough. But not this time. Team Adam, despite their early aggression and their forward contain, will not triumph over the consolidated forces of Protoss. What misguided balance complaints can we take away from this? What could they have done better? And what is truly holding them back was TPM. So I really thought his team would tap out, so I was making like a dramatic outro, but it appears his teammates... Well, Adam, Midas, and Devon have tapped out. Adam now has 62. The captain goes down with the ships. Not his ships. He lost those a long time ago. But he now has 6,000 minerals, and he's going to spend them. And actually, Marines and Vikings, quite a good counter to Tempest. Literally only battlecruisers. They're designed to destroy battlecruisers and carriers and other Tempests, but they just... When you have a weapon that big, it's wasted on these Marines. So small. But eventually, Chaos gets to participate again. They have nothing. Just go. Duskbane. Run them down! Okay, alright. Run them over. I do like the drama. The excitement. Need your ground army, man. At this point, it's unclear whether he's giving Chaos a reason to participate in the group activity or whether he really thinks that, as he has 3,500 in the bank. And also, definitely, at this point, I think he's just like, hey, bro, there's still, I know you don't have any probes, and you haven't mined minerals in, like, 10 minutes, but we need you. You're an important part of this team. We're gonna spend, like, 3 minutes at the end of the episode talking about how we've grown as people and as teammates and as Protoss warriors. And everyone's gonna kind of tune out because nobody really likes these parts of it. What game, says Looky DZ, and what game indeed. I do have to say, I truly enjoyed it. 1,200 supply. Almost thrown into the fray. Some of the highest TPM for the most, with a plan behind it. Not for the sake of raising the turrets per minute, but for the sake of containing the Protoss. But at the end of the day, the Protoss prevailed. How does this make you feel? And are they truly Bronze League heroes? Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, check out recommended. That's what we're doing now. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, good luck, have fun, stay chill.